These talks are loosely based on the book Satan Cast Out and deal with the relationship between God, man, and the angels, holy and fallen, from a biblical perspective. Hi, hello there. We're continuing to focus on the relationship between man and the angels in general, and it's hard to do this in isolation from space and time. Okay, man, there's no sort of ideal, timeless man. There's no ideal angels that exist apart from time. So we really have to consider history, and we've already touched on that right up to the eternity. We've mentioned about the creation, and we've mentioned or hinted at a few things in between. We've mentioned the fall and so on, and it's probably time to think about angels and man in history, and how that has worked out. So, well, first of all, the angels in no particular order. Now, the angels were created with the rest of creation at one point, at a point. It's not included in the creation story, but we can confidently say that the angels were created. Okay, so they were created at a certain point, and they went on, but there was this fall. The angels, there was a division where some angels there was a rebellion in heaven. The angels are described, the fallen angels are described as those that did not keep their place or position. They were rebels against God and His authority, and so we have the devil, and we have the other angels falling, and we have a mass of angels continuing on, and we can say that there was a great number of demons angels that fell, and there's a greater number of angels that continue on in faithfulness. Okay, there's no hope, there's no plan of God, therefore there's no hope for these demons to be restored to sinlessness. There's no sense in which the death of Christ will reconcile all creation back to Himself. And that's pure fancy. We read that the lake of fire is reserved for the devil and his angels. Okay, so the angels had a history. They had a fall, and there was a great split, a cleavage between the holy angels and the fallen angels. Okay, a fall, rebellion, and a split. Now, with men were created. We have men being the central players, and the Bible being written for man, not for our curiosity, but for our needs. We have a record of who we are, and we were created at one point, and we continued on. Now, there's a different arrangement here slightly, but it's essentially the same. So, well, is it? There's no portion of humanity, and there's no part of man that remains unfallen. Man, body, mind, and soul, however you want to put it, fell in the garden. They rebelled against God, against His plan, and we'll probably look at this at some point in great detail. But man fell. The whole of mankind fell in Adam. Adam was our what's called covenant head. Adam was the representative of our race, and he messed it up, and we're in the pickle now. No, it's not like the angels. Nobody went on, and there was no continuing aspects of man or part of the human race which went on. All in Adam, all fail and all die as they continue there. But unlike the angels, as was said before, God initiated that plan of salvation, if we can use that word. Or God planned from all eternity, should we say, to make a way for sinful man to be restored in Christ The cross, salvation is the gateway to restoration, to man, to um, his state, well, not a state, but his role in the garden as exercising dominion. Okay, so there's a similar cleavage, but it doesn't look the same. With the angels, there was a continuation and a fall, but not so here. Oops, it isn't. We have a starting point, we have a fall, but at this point, it's at the point of the cross that we have the cleavage. Some are restored to their role in Christ, and some willfully and with all of their being reject Christ and go their own way. So the point of cleavage isn't the event itself, but it's rather the cross of Christ. So, but in both cases, we have this split between the people of between Adam, old Adam, you could say, and Christ, and we have this split between the devil and his angels. So we in fact have four groups. We have fallen man and man in Christ. We have the fallen and unfallen angels, and we'll look about the relationships between those groups in the next talk. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, well, like it. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And if you want to send me a message, you can find me on facebook.com/Christian.education. Thank you.